Cornelius Smith acknowledged during court testimony that he and Straight Drop were the ones who killed young Dolph after being promised a $100,000 payout from you and Big Jook. They're starting to point the finger at you. How do you feel?
Upset, I guess, so to speak, for even being involved in some shit that I had nothing to do with, that you couldn't have told me months or years prior. If someone said this, I would have argued them up and down that it wasn't true. So at this point, I was only concerned about me. And, because there was certain things that were said from Straight Drop that I didn't necessarily agree with. So at that point, I was just concerned about me and my family.
Now, you got a plea deal offer from the state.
I did.
What was the deal?
It started off as 20.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years at 30%. Then they went down to 15 after my attorney filed 16 motions against the state. We won 11 of them. And so they went down to 15.
When you say 30%, you have to serve 30% of the time?
Well, yeah, the 30% doesn't mean you're going to actually be released at that. It's just the eligibility date for parole.
Okay.
With my record and with the nature of the charges, there's no way I would have made parole.
Okay.
After the 30% eligibility date. So we didn't think that was a good offer. Around the motions, right after the motions or whatever, they came some way, Manny, we negotiated another deal. And it was for 10 years. I think Manny talked them into it. At this point, we still felt like we could win. I told him a conversation that I had with my son, and my son was like, he wanted me to take the deal. And his position was, he'd rather lose me for a few years than the rest of my life.
Right, because you're facing life in prison.
Correct.
Do they have a death penalty in Memphis?
Yeah, they do. And I think they gave me some enhancements. I don't know if they enhanced me to the point where they could possibly ask for the death penalty. I think so, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not positive about it. It was kind of tugging at Manny. And, like I said, me and Manny, we developed a bond, and he was just like, it was always a chance that I could lose in trial. If I lost, it would have been rough on everybody, including Manny. And so, we decided that it was in my best interest to take the 10-year deal. I signed the papers, almost a year of jail credit already. So if I could get to the penal farm and do 3.5, 4 more years, I could possibly be home. So I just felt like that was the best thing to do. So I signed the deal, and they took the deal, and they went to the family, and the family rejected it and said they didn't, no deal.
The family of young Dolph.
Family.
Oh, they have to accept that.
They have to accept it. They don't have to, but for whatever reason, the DA was dancing to their music. It was trial, because I wasn't taking the 15.
Actually worked out for the best.
Yeah, and I not to sound sinister or nothing, but I appreciate it.